Welcome back to the Dropped Outdoors podcast, where we talk a little hunting, a little fishing, and really more just shenanigans of us not being able to keep our mouth shut and just rambling forward. Landon, how are we living, my brother?
Oh, fantastic. Got a busy week ahead. Lots of sales to get done, things to finish up before the end of the month, all that good stuff. How about you?
Well, I go into the full-time sales role starting Monday, essentially. So it's going to be I can't really say a learning experience. It's actually more natural than what I have been doing. But it's going to be on the road again and not stuck in an office. So I'm really happy about that. The one thing I am upset about, though, is I'm going to miss Trent.
Oh, yeah.
I get to hang out with Trent every day, and that's like one of my best friends. Like, he's like an older brother to me. So going in there and just, you know how I am. We talked about it last week about how I like just to poke the bear, to be an asshole.
Yeah.
I love going in there and just talking shit. And Trent's just that dude, like, dude, shut up or fight. That's how he is. He's like, I've had 2 cups of coffee. I need about 7 before I want to deal with your mouth. So it's a fun time. He's probably excited. He's like, Dusty's not here anymore.
Oh, I bet he sheds a tear or two.
He does. He just won't ever admit it. And I want to apologize to everybody. I decided I wanted a few glasses of apple juice. So I'm going to sip on some apple juice while we do this because it just sounds like a good time.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm
Little toast?
going to stick to the water.
Little toast?
But I got you right there.
Cowboys live in Texas. Fisherman lives at sea. A whiskey glass and a fat girl's ass is home sweet home to me, brother.
Hell yeah.
So, what we got on the game cams?
Oh, man. Well, first of all, I'm going to start off by saying mine got ruined again by some damn squirrels.
The field one, the one that's right out there?
Yes, sir. Yep. That one got ruined again, but we're going to go fix it probably. It'll probably be tomorrow. Get it all back up and running again, but I zoomed in on the pictures and there was a wire hanging down, so they got it.
Sounds to me like we need to go blow some squirrels. Not like that,
My
Landon. With the blow part good. I knew you would get excited as soon as I say blow some squirrels.
Oh shit! No, we had a coyote on one of them and possum at the same time. I don't know why he ended up running from the possum, but I'll pull that up
because possums are fucking terrifying.
That is true.
Those motherfuckers, they're elusive little bitches.
Yeah. So he wanders up. I don't know exactly what he's after, but then he hauled ass. But the possum's down here in the bottom.
I was like, the possum didn't even move.
No, possum doesn't even care.
Much like he probably didn't even know that possum was there and started wandering up and was like, oh shit.
Yep.
I need to go out there with my bow because
yep.
I wouldn't mind a little coyote rug.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be pretty cool. And then a whole bunch of deer. So these right here are going to be your bucks. That should start growing here pretty quick.
What do we get? We got 3 bucks there?
3 or 4 for sure. So these 2 are definitely, that one back at the back is a smaller one. And then the other one by the feeder never picks his head up. It's just eating its ass off. So I'm not sure.
You know what? I'm going to leave that one alone, whether it is the biggest buck out of the bunch, because any man that can just eat and not give a shit about anything else is a man in my books. I like him.
Oh, hell.
But say that cam right there, we have gotten more deer than we know what to do with on that. Like, never in a million years did we think they would be there. Like, normally it's field one.
Yeah. Yep, that's not where I expected them, but man, they are thick. And every day, it is nonstop. I think that feeder's probably getting close to empty, too.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to go refill that one day here pretty quick because I think it was one this morning, and you can't see the corn in there anymore. You can just see it at the very bottom. You can't see it in the peep glass. But I think what that one is, what I think is helping it out a lot, and it might be something we try on field one just for the hell of it, is the whole back end of that field is kind of a feed plot for wheat.
Okay.
Originally, it was planted for the guineas and the chicken and the hogs.
Yeah.
But we just kind of let it run and ran it all the way to the fence line. And those deer have came in hot and heavy.
Just tearing it up.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty good sign. That'll provide some good hunting starting next year.
And the good thing about that is it's nothing to keep going.
Oh, yeah.
So now that I know they want it, we'll just keep that shit going.
Hell yeah. Yes, sir. Well, speaking of hunting, we went turkey hunting on Saturday morning.
Yeah, we did. Boy, let me tell you one thing about me. I'm a little heavy. And sitting still for a long period of time, my extremities go numb. Boy, and getting out there, what time did we get out there? I mean,
Well.
let's start this story from the beginning. Let's start it from the beginning because we're so organized and everything's fine detailed and we're just, everything's ironed out with everything we're doing. So me and Tyler, y'all haven't got to meet Tyler yet. You'll see him in a lot of YouTube videos. I don't know how much you'll see him on here because he is a nurse, so he works a lot of Sundays. Well, we get here at 4:30 in the morning or so. We were going to walk out into the field and get set up at 5 a.m.
Yep.
Well, about 5:15, we're still texting and calling Landon because he's nowhere to be found, and we're at his house. We've walked in his house. We've walked around. We've knocked on doors. Nothing. So we're like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just go ahead and go out there. He has to be asleep, and his wife's a nurse as well, and it was terrified both of us to wake her up. So me and Tyler were like, we're not fucking walking into his room. That ain't happening. We don't want... Landon can get pissed off all he wants to. We don't want to piss Ashley off. So we go back outside, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a big boy. I'm going to grab my nuts, and I'm just going to go knock on the window. I know that one's right beside Landon's head. He's either going to shoot through the glass, or he's just going to wake up and be like, oh, shit, that's the boys. So I'm over here back up against the brick wall, and I just reach around like a cop and just knock on the glass, leaning back. I don't hear anything. No lights come on. So we're like, you know what? Screw it. Let's walk out there. And all of a sudden I hear a, hey, fellas. Walk around, and Landon's standing there in his drawers, nothing on. And I'm like, good Lord, brother.
Well, the worst part is if you would have walked around the front side of the house, I wouldn't have had nothing on because I was putting my boxers on as I was coming out the front door. It's like, don't leave me. Not yet. I'm gonna be ready. And I think the worst part is that we still had to get the cameras and all that stuff together. So it was
I want to give you a little bit of credit on that, though. It's really because I'm going to talk shit to you again.
That's fine.
So we come in here. Landon does his little 90 to nothing getting dressed. We've done that a lot of times because,
Plenty.
boy, we can fuck up some schedules. But we walk in here, everything's laid out on the couch. Cameras, GoPros, we got it all ready to go. And they're actually charged this time. Unlike the fishing trip, Landon had everything charged. The downfall was we had nothing else organized and ready to go. So it still took another 30 minutes right there of getting shit going.
Yeah, I think we ended up getting down there about 5:40, somewhere in there.
5:30, 5:40
It wasn't terrible. Like, we got down there in plenty of time. I think the worst part was we just didn't hear anything.
Nothing.
I heard that from several people, though, that it was kind of a off morning where a lot of people didn't get what they were expecting.
I talked to a lot of people that I know do some turkey hunting around here, and nobody's real crazy avid.
Yeah.
But they all turkey hunt every year. They usually get them one, call it good.
Yeah.
And everybody's, nothing. And I go straight from here to opening ceremonies for my son's baseball stuff. So, well, I guess two things. I'll tell the little story. It's real funny how you can tell the old people that grew up around here and the implants from California and stuff.
Oh, no.
Because the older people that's from around here, and you can tell from around here, or at least from a country town.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get anything this morning? Instantly knew, because I'm covered head to toe in camo. I got my face painted. I paint my face almost any time I go hunting because it's fun.
Yeah.
I really don't give a shit. Like, do I think face paint makes a huge difference? Not really. But I enjoy doing it, so I do it. I just go all out. It reminds me of baseball back in the day, putting on your eye black. I get bougie with this shit. Well, I walk in there straight after hunting to the baseball game, and you get anything? Nope, didn't get shit. Didn't hear anything. Well, there was 4 or 5 people there like, yeah, I usually sit on the porch drinking my coffee, and I can hear them cackling and talking all morning long. I didn't hear nothing this morning. And then here comes the people that you can tell aren't from here. Normally it was the ladies. The men aren't so bad because they at least know What are you hunting for?
Yeah.
Something like
They
that.
understand
They don't
what the
know
situation.
what it is. They just know somebody ain't dressing boots to freaking top hat and camo for no reason with face paint. He
Yeah.
was hunting. They have no idea what it's for. They don't have any idea what season it is, which is cool. But the amount of times I got told, "Oh, man, Dusty, I can't see you." I finally started saying, "Well, open your damn eyes. I'm right in front of you. I'm as wide as a fucking door." I got
Oh my gosh.
this fucking shirt looks like a damn bed sheet, brother. Like, how could you not see me? Like, and I shouldn't have. Everybody, and all these people, I know them. They're super sweet people, like great people. But after about the 12th time of, I can't see you anywhere.
I can't see you.
And one of them, I'll give you context. I'm going to put her on blast because I love her to death. Anybody ever talk shit about her, I'd probably slap the spit out of their mouth and go to prison for it. I don't give a shit. Love her to death. She's one of my favorite people. But Remy,
Oh, yeah.
it's Becca, his wife.
Oh.
She was one of them that said it. And I was like, well, open your eyes, Becca. Like, this one, to get put in context with Becca, my son looks at Remy, which is his personal trainer, and Remy's wife as like second parents. But she was one of them that said it. And I was like, Becca, come on now.
Come on.
You're from New Mexico. Like, you're not from California, Los Angeles. Like, there's hunting where you're at, girl. Like, you know better. Come on.
This is normal where you came from.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah, no, I definitely can see you getting annoyed about that. I don't blame you.
Bad. It was bad.
I don't blame you a bit. Oh, man. No, so back to you talking about, not wanting to sit there and stuff like that. So I got another hunting vest / seat / I don't know what you exactly call it, but it's got the kickstands on it.
Oh, so it has like the seat like mine, but you have actual stands now.
But now it stands so you can actually kind of lean back and just chill out, where before me and you were trying to figure out how we were going to lay in briars and appreciate it.
Dude, I have to give Tyler some props. Well, let's be real. Tyler looks like an Abercrombie model. The guy's like 6'5". I don't think he's ever had more than 12% body fat in his life. He's just a handsome fella, like just all the way around. So obviously he's more in shape than we are.
Yeah.
But I was just sitting there thinking, how am I going to get 6'3" curled up into a ball underneath this freaking cedar tree, which I'm allergic to, by the way.
Oh, God, I didn't even know.
Nah, well, it was whatever. I just figured I'd die right here or I'd be happy. So I'm sitting here doing this, and then I start looking at you. And I'm like, if Landon can do it, I can. He's skinnier than me, but he's not in better shape than I am.
No.
We both are in god-awful shape. So I was like, tough it up, stop being a sis. And then I look over at Tyler, and he's looking at me like, hey, like just big smile on his face, because he's the happiest person ever.
Oh,
Funny
yeah.
as all get out. And he's like, he literally does the little wave to me. And I'm like, this dude is 6'6". And he is curled up in crisscross
applesauce.
And having the best time of his life. And I'm like, yep, I'm a bitch. Like,
No.
my back's hurting. My feet are numb. Like, he's just fucking chilling.
No, the whole time, dude, I was like, all right, you're fine. You can get through this. It's not that big of a deal. My leg's going numb. And I'm like, all right, if I just move one leg, I should be okay. I'm sitting there and I was like, oh, God. And I was rocking back and forth. Oh, it was a mess. It was a mess. I probably didn't show it as much. I just planned on, nope, we're going to stick it out and tough it up. But I was hurting.
I didn't give a shit. After sitting there for 2 hours and hearing nothing, I was like, my butt hurts. My legs are numb. I'm not built for this. My ADHD is going crazy, dude. I'm fucking seeing sounds and hearing colors. Like, I'm fucking ready to go. That's why I think I'm built for more stalking.
Yeah.
We got up and actually started stalking and trying to look for turkeys. I was like a little kid in a candy store. We were crawling fences and jumping around, and I was just off the wall.
Having a good old time.
Yep.
Yeah, no. I think the worst part was anytime I tried to lean back and the damn thing, briar would catch the loose leaf that I was wearing. And I would start rustling around. Y'all would both look at me. I was like, I don't know what to tell you.
You're over there getting choked and not in a good way.
I was getting caught like crazy. Son of a gun, man.
Well, it was pitch black when we got there.
Mm-hmm.
Like underneath, I mean, we legit pushed back into the brush. Like my feet were still in briars. Like that's how deep we were. So walking in there, there was nothing. And every time I go to lean back like half an inch, something feels like it's jabbing me like a knife right in my spine. Dude, I was like, what the hell is this? And I go to get up when the sun comes up because we're going to start walking around. So we haven't heard anything. I look back and there is a mesquite needle that's like 2 inches long and it is just jabbing me. I'm in the middle of a mesquite bush with briars all around. No wonder I was so damn uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I picked the god awful spot.
Oh man, that's good stuff. I enjoyed it though. It was fun just getting out and sitting in nature. What the hell was going on with the birds? They were so loud.
They were having a heyday. They were loud, and I don't get annoyed with nature. But whatever that little goddamn cock-a-doodle dude that was sitting above us was, that dude was on some freaking meth or shrooms or something because nonstop. He didn't even have a rhythm.
No.
He was definitely the white boy wasted of birds. Like it was like a white girl trying to dance.
Yeah.
No rhythm whatsoever and just going off nonstop. I was about ready to you know what? I'm about to waste one of these turkey shots and just pop this thing because I was annoyed.
Oh yeah, no, me too. I was like, man, how is this going to sound? Because we tried to set up some videos and stuff like that. I don't know how it sounded through my microphone, but I can imagine it's still fucking annoying.
One of y'all, I don't remember if it was you or Tyler, goes, well, worst case scenario, you'll have us chuckling and you can have some bird ASMR in the background.
Yeah, that was me. I was like, I give up.
I died laughing. I was like, you know, that really is true. This is just a nature ASMR is all this is. We don't hear shit. We can't see shit. And all there is birds everywhere around us just talking.
Oh, man.
But something about getting into the woods as the sun comes up. I wouldn't, getting in the woods early, 4 o'clock in the morning. I enjoy the nature sounds because it's quiet. You see the stars. Everything's great. But there's no real beauty to it because it's black.
Yeah.
But as that sun's coming up, so for here around that 6:10 to 7 o'clock time, that is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And we're laying down out there just all covered up, and you can kind of see the sun kind of just tipping over the tree line. It's
nice.
No,
it was awesome. And then the owls chimed in. I don't know, that one in the creek from us had to be a big one. He sounded deep.
It was not a fan of Tyler. Every time Tyler clucked, that thing like just went nuts. We were calling in the wrong birds. I told Tyler, I was like, you're doing something wrong, brother, because turkeys normally gobble at that, but that owl is getting excited. Yeah. He's ready to go.
Oh, no, I got a pretty good chuckle out of that one. Then walking, I was really hoping we'd run across some sheds or something while we were moving through there because we hit both of the spots over the last 2 years that I found. Quite a few, I think 3 or 4 of the sheds that I found on the property.
Oh, your bigger
in that
ones?
area, yeah. And I didn't see anything while I was out there. So in the next coming weeks, we're gonna have to do some, I guess, hard looking.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario, we can get TikTok live out there, and we can just, if that's something anybody would want to see, I can go live and we can just go walk around through there and see what we can find. But we saw with obviously not a damn turkey. But
nope.
That's another. Sorry. Woo, squirrel. Bradley's an asshole.
Oh, yeah.
He knows we go turkey hunting. Ask me how our hunt is, because he's pulling out as soon as I'm hauling ass to get to the kids' opening ceremony. Taking his kids up there to it, because the twins are on my team.
Mm-hmm.
So we get there. He knows we've been hunting. So what was it? 30 minutes after we quit because I left, he sends me a picture of, it looked like a Jake and a Tom.
Yeah.
Walking across the road, like not even a half a mile from this place. And he was like, hey, I found your turkeys. All you got to do is go 45 down the road and you can see them. I'm like, thanks, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate
that. Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Well, since I'm on a rant, I'm going to continue going.
I'll just let you go, dude. You're having a great old time today.
Yeah, I'm wide awake. I'm ready to go. So I get with gas stations. That's really kind of not a super professional place.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to have wet floor signs most of the time and all that other good stuff. But all I ask is if you're going to work at a cash register at a gas station, you say some shit with your chest. I hate whenever I go up there, they scan all my shit in, and they're like, "That's $12.35." What? Open open your mouth, bro. Like, if you're in customer service, like, you can't be scared to talk.
Yep.
And they're whispering, so I'm over here. I finally just flip this whole freaking thing around and look at him like, 1232, thanks. Like, what are you doing, bro? Don't whisper to me. Tell me. That's your job.
Yeah. What's the total?
So I get that done. Me and Amanda grab our stuff. I'm not mad. I don't say anything rude. I didn't say the 1232 thanks. In my head, I did.
Yeah.
I just flip it around. I see it. Okay, pay for my stuff. I'm going to walk out. Amanda's in front of me. She hits this door like we're just going to throw it open and leave. The fucking door is locked, so she face plants into the door. I'm not built for agility, so I freaking slam her. It looks like shower time, and I'm just mashing her up against the glass. Like, I'm not meaning, like, she has to be hurt. Like, she turned around, she was like, well, I think that one's locked. And he was like, oh, other door. I'm like, where's the fucking sign?
Where's the sign?
If you have 2 doors, put a sign on one if you don't keep it locked. This is 3:00 in the afternoon, brother. So we get out to the truck, and my beautiful wife, she goes, well, I guess I thought they both opened in the middle. I said, they do, babe. Oh, well, I guess that door was locked. I'm not built for this today. I said, what was your first guess? Like,
oh no.
Here's your sign. Like,
oh God, that's freaking
I think I
awesome.
gave her a concussion. She hit the glass, then I hit her, and it just gave her a concussion. So she wasn't thinking straight.
Is there any possibility that that's the guy's entertainment and he just sits there and watches people run into that bitch all day long?
If it is, I am no longer upset with that man, because that is something I would do. That is a man after my own heart, to sit there, have my phone just stationed up just to watch and make fun of people later. That'd be genius.
Oh, that's great. That's what is immediately I was like, that's something I would do. That's funny as hell right there.
Me and Amanda's laughing it off. We fucking smash up
Yeah.
against the door. We're laughing it off, giggling, chuckling. This dude, I'm pretty sure he was about 10 leafs in. Other door. Like, okay, cool. Never smiled, never chuckled, nothing. He don't even know he's working right now.
He doesn't know what's going on.
Zero idea. But that would be absolutely genius. Just lock one of the doors, and the closest one to the register that's open, so they just turn around and walk out and just slap the freaking door. Genius.
Oh man. Yeah, that one's not working right now. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. And that's all it was. Other door. No shit, brother. Thanks.
I don't know. I mean, unless he's just watched 1,000 people run into it and then he's used to it, I would be fucking dying.
Oh, that dude was walking on clouds. Guarantee he was walking on clouds. Not just because we hit the door, because
Yo. Oh God, that's funny as hell.
Okay, I think my rant's over.
It is it?
I think so.
Oh man.
I had a few things today that really just this weekend. I had a few things that really got me going.
Oh yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah, just,
Well,
I don't people well,
yeah. Well, and car buying and all that shit. That's
bro. We go to get her a car, and oh yeah, I guess we did it this week,
Yeah.
didn't we?
It's yeah.
God Almighty, we got a freaking week.
It's been a week.
So we go and get my wife a new car. Another rant coming. I apologize. We are not the most. I'm the bougie one out of me and my wife, and I can't say I'm the most bougie person ever.
No, not at
Like, I laugh and make jokes about myself being bougie, but I am very minimal.
all. Yeah.
Like, my truck right now, I went and got it, and I wanted a dually. I wanted F2, or not, I wanted a Super Duty. I wanted F250. I wanted a tow package on it, and that's it.
Yep.
I even asked if they could get rid of the power windows, just because at that point, I'm glad I have them now, but at that point, I thought it'd be cool to have the crank windows.
Yeah.
But I guess they don't make those anymore or something. I don't know. So, like, I'm very basic when it comes to a lot of that stuff because I don't care about it. Amanda's worse than me.
Yeah.
So we walk in there and we're like, hey, we want something real minimal. We don't care about all the technology, all this stuff. So we go, she's like, well, what are you looking for? She's like, well, I like Broncos. I like Jeeps. I like Explorers. So we're looking at all of these. We looked at all the Broncos, and Amanda's like, yeah, but I don't see me putting a freaking surfboard on the roof and Ever since that movie, it's kind of ruined it for me. Blah, blah, blah. So we go around, we go look at Explorers now. And 2025, we got a 2025 Explorer. It had like 1,000 miles on it total. This thing, the base package, has like 300 horsepower. Everything is ran through a tablet in the middle of the car. Like it is a spaceship on the inside of it. The key fobs, you program your key fob. So like mine is programmed to me. If my key fob enters the driver's side door and I go to start the car, the seat programs, the radio programs, everything programs to where I like it.
So it knows
Exactly who's driving it. You have your own, it has 3 different profiles you can set up. Everybody has their own profile and it's all right through there. Lane assistance, don't like that because I drive jacked up trucks. So I drive all over that fucking white line. Not in that car because it whips me back over into the center real fast. It hates the way I drive. And then it has the thing, you push a little red button. You just push the button. Take your hands off the steering wheel and look straight. That motherfucker drives for you. We're going 75 down the interstate for almost 5 miles, and Amanda does not touch it one time. And it's making turns for us and everything.
What
just
the
stay in center,
hell?
hit your blinker. It says clear to pass. It goes over, gets around the car, speeds up in front of them, gets back over in front of them. Just because you have your cruise control set, stays in the right lane. Somebody's going slower than the speed limit. It takes it over and goes.
What the hell?
Don't have to touch it. He said you could literally drive anywhere you wanted to go once you got on the interstate and never touch the steering wheel as long as you're looking forward.
That's crazy.
It was nuts. And we're not those people.
Yeah, no.
So
No, I'm tech savvy and I'm not that person.
So needless to say, the Explorer already has holes in the back seat because I was kicking holes to the floor trying to stop that motherfucker when Amanda didn't have her hands on the steering wheel.
You're like, somebody needs to take over this bitch.
I said, sir, you don't know her driving history.
Oh, Lord.
So how did your new car buying go?
Ours went pretty good. Man, it sounds like we're making money off this shit or something. I don't know.
Ain't none of y'all business. How you going to spend your $1.6 million?
Gosh, damn. Oh, no. Ours was pretty easy. I guess the process was hard because my wife is very particular and cannot make up her mind and bounced from this vehicle to that vehicle to this one and cars and SUVs and crossovers. It was the whole range was basically open to her. And she was like, I don't know what I want.
By saying y'all have, I'm not trying to put y'all's finances out there, but y'all have the means to get whatever the hell she wants.
Yeah, exactly.
So she had no real limitations.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, it's whatever you want. Doesn't matter. We'll figure it out and we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Like her car is a 2013. So I was like, you deserve an upgrade now. It's 12 years old. We can do this.
It put her through school for the last 36 years.
Yeah. Yeah. It made it. So we were like, okay. So honestly, it was stressful as hell, her trying to figure out what she wanted. And she found, of all things, a Mitsubishi dealership that had 2 of the cars she wanted. And so we go to test drive the first one, and the car's so fancy, it said, cannot enter like sport mode because it doesn't have enough fuel in it, of all things. I'm like, the hell? And so I asked the guy, I was like, do we need to put fuel in this thing? And he's like, no, it's okay. And she gets going down the road. She's like, nope. She's like, something's wrong. I don't like it. It's not quick. Not happening. So she likes her sport cars and stuff like that. So
sorry.
You
Explorer, same thing.
Is it really?
Can't go into sports mode until you could put enough miles on it to prove you can handle the horsepower of sports mode. It's a fucking Explorer, bro. I apologize. You said that, and that was another thing. I was sitting in the back seat rolling my eyes.
Yeah, 110%. These things are way too smart. They've got way too much shit going on.
Yeah, go ahead. I apologize.
Yeah. So, and then we drive the next vehicle. That thing, I'll just say that it has the same motor or similar to one of the Lamborghini Uruses. It's fast, fucking fast. And so it's way up there, and kind of, we were like, no, that's really out of our price range. But the guy was like wanting her to look at it and shit, because she's like, oh, I like fast stuff. And so he's like, well, this is fast.
That's why she married you.
Yeah, exactly. God damn.
Oh,
no.
Sorry.
Oh.
All right, whiskey's not good on podcast day.
No, I like it. It's funny. Dude, I haven't talked but about 3 minutes in the last 30. So
Well, this is going to be a horrible episode.
no, it's good. It's good. But where was I at? Oh yeah, yeah. So we get in that thing.
She likes fast.
It's real fast, real fast. And so we get going and she punches it and we're taking off and doing this shit. And she starts to get on the interstate. And so it's just a one exit difference is where he's having her drive. And so she jumps on there and guns it. And we're running. I didn't even look at the speed or anything like that. But the moment she started to go off the interstate and over there, I was like, we're going way too fast. I was like, I'm keeping my cool because, like, that's my wife. Guy's in the back seat. I didn't want him thinking I'm freaking the fuck out. So, I got to be a man. So I'm sitting there, dude. And we come off of this interstate and there's a car at a stoplight. And we start closing in on this car. And I was like, brake, 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 brake. Dude, we didn't get but 3 feet from this thing. And she has the brakes like hammered down. I was like, he's like, yeah, she's a good driver. She likes to drive it, hard like it's supposed to be drove. And I was like, yep, that's how she does it. And we get back and I'm like, did you almost hit that fucker? And she's like, yeah, the brake pedal was a little more stiff than I expected. I was like, yeah, I kind of figured that's what was going on when we almost drilled that son of a gun. Oh man, no, I ate half the seat with my ass.
So it wasn't the coming off the interstate at 95 onto the off ramp. It was the brake pedal being stiff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is it safe to say, and I'm going to take this as a win, is it safe to say you pulled a Dusty in the passenger seat?
I did. I kept it cool and probably didn't look like it, but I was shitting every inch of that leather as we left.
So they had to get a detail?
Yeah, 110%. The detail guy had to go fix that car because I broke it.
Oh, I'm so glad that happened to you. So happy that happened to you. I just want y'all to know, I don't know how many times my poor friends have ended up with bruises on their arms because when I get scared, I swing. I've punched Landon. I've punched Colton. And Landon's kind of an asshole. And I don't think it's him being an asshole. I think it's we've been friends for so long that he does this shit on purpose. Like, oh, look, there's a 7-foot drop off over here. And I'm over here swinging and breaking windows and everything like that. And he's just over there chuckling. So I'm so glad that happened.
Oh, yeah. No, it got me good, dude. I was like, this is it. Car's way too expensive for us. She's about to put it through this other one. And then we've got to figure out how to still get the other one that she wanted. Oh, man. No, it was a mess.
She told me she was, obviously, at first she said that she wants the car like the one she's getting rid of.
Yeah.
And then she told me she was looking for a BMW.
Yeah.
And I was like, Ashley, like her look, her appearance, I was like, you'd look hot in a BMW. Like, you're going to look like a 10, girl.
Yeah.
Good for you. You deserve it. Is that what she ended up looking for? Or?
That's what we ended up getting.
Okay.
Is a BMW X4M.
You might have to pull that up because I have no idea what that is.
I probably could.
Is that Ford, Chevy, or Dodge?
No, that's BMW.
Then I have no idea what it is.
Let's see here.
I'm not a big car person. Is it a car? Is it like a SUV
It's
midsize?
a crossover.
That's like a car SUV midsize.
Car SUV. Yeah. Yep, just that one.
Crossover. I know that's legal now in 2025, but I don't know what bathroom to use. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
That might have to be edited out.
So that's that one right there. I don't. Google has now broken their images. By the way, I can't ever click on an image and just view a big image anymore. I'm having hell with that.
Oh, that thing's actually kind of dope looking. So it's like a car and a coupe.
Yeah.
Like kind of mixed together. Okay. That's what a crossover is?
I wonder. Nope.
Boy, you have to get premium.
I'm broken. This is okay. Let's see. I wonder if I can save the image.
Can they even see this right now?
No, they can't see this. This
Okay.
is just us doing our thing. Open. Hey, keep talking about something. Damn.
So, anyways, my bad, brothers. My bad.
Yeah, no.
Well, you pulled the car up, so I was
open
looking at the
image.
car, and I was like, hey, I kind of like that. I'm not like a huge car person, but it has
Let's see.
kind of a weird aesthetic to it I'm not used to.
Yeah,
It has like the coupe car. So I'm assuming 4 seats.
Yeah, 4 seats. The back seat's kind of small, but it's enough.
So it's more of a car with like, I don't know. It just looks so tall. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
All right, so
See, alt.
I think what we do is we go ahead, we drop 35s on it, make those rims smaller, give it about a 2-inch extension, maybe about a 4-inch lift.
Hell yeah.
Have Ashley rolling like that.
I'm sure that car would lose its mind because it's way too smart for all of that. I'm pretty sure it knows what kind of tires it has on there. All kinds of crazy stuff, man. It has a first aid kit in the back of it. It's dumb.
Why?
I don't know. It has its own first aid kit. I was like, oh, where's the jack at? And so we were looking around in there, and I pulled this up, and I was like, oh, maybe it's in this little bag. And I pulled the bag out, and I was like, that's a first aid kit. Tossed the bag back in there. I was like, where's the jack? It has to be under the tire, I'd guess.
That's kind of cool, though. Like, I never really thought about anything like that. And I bet BMWs, I bet they are. I bet it's more of a spaceships than Amanda's car is.
Not really.
Really not that bad?
No,
You think BMW, you kind of think.
Yeah.
I mean, they're made to be airplanes, so.
Yeah, they've got, I mean, it's got like technology built in there, but it doesn't have like a giant tablet for a screen.
Have you got to see hers?
I haven't, but I know, like, I've seen other ones but it's, what is it, 15 inches or some shit, or is it?
Hers is a little smaller,
Yeah,
but it's wider.
Okay.
So, like, hers is probably only 12 inches tall, but it's like 14, 16 inches wide.
Okay, yeah. So that's that one. I think maybe it's the Ford trucks, but the trucks have one that, or something has one that's really
if
tall.
we would have wanted so where we were at, she got the Explorer ST line, which was like a sports edition. So it's not bottom tier, but it's not like they're everything premium. She goes one step up, then it gets the tall one. It gets the big one. And Amanda's like, I don't want that.
Yeah, no. I think that big. Why are we putting screens in cars? They yell at us about using phones in cars all the time, but now we've got a screen that is.
I got one for you. That fucking screen, I literally watched us watch our podcast on YouTube on that screen driving home from the dealership.
Driving home. Oh my God.
You can't get to YouTube and plug it all in while driving, but if you do it before you start driving, it still plays.
Holy shit. Dude, that's crazy.
Which was kind of dope because
it's cool as hell.
You like, think about us sales wise. So another function of that, I told Amanda found out today because she was like just going through all the shit. Because Braxton, we do bullpens on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So she don't give two shits about that. She loves her babies. She's going to be there for her babies, but you know, yay, sports, score the points, do the runs. She don't care. She just, she likes her family. That's what she's doing it for.
Yeah, hit a touchdown.
Yeah, hit a touchdown. That's exactly what it is. Boy, and she hates football, and that's Braxton's bread and butter. But she was telling me today because she's been fucking with it for about, I guess, 4 or 5 days now.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, babe, you need to get, like, whenever you get a new truck, I'm going to give Braxton my truck because I need that boy in a tank. Yeah. He don't pay attention. He's worse than us. He don't pay attention to shit. So I'm going to put big-ass brush guards, everything for him, and give him this truck. She's like, you need to get something like this whenever you upgrade because you can do all your Zoom calls on the screen. So I can program, my Google account is programmed on Profile 2.
Yeah.
So with that, my work profiles are all pre-programmed into the truck now.
From the key.
So I can go on there and get onto Zoom meetings for work while I'm sitting in the truck. Now, Zoom, none of that will work while you're driving.
Yeah.
You have to be parked. But I can literally park at a gas station, hit Zoom, and I can sit there and do a Zoom meeting like I'm on my laptop from my car.
What the hell?
I can double screen it, so I can put it over here, have all that shit going over here. Like, it's legit. It looks just like you're doing a Zoom meeting on a tablet.
That's crazy.
It is nuts.
It's badass. It's really cool. But
and think about our jobs.
Oh, yeah. For our job, it's insane. But, like, why do we need all of this shit?
I don't know.
Dude, and nobody's even making a truck that's, like, basic anymore.
No.
Like, if you're getting anything, you're tossed into this shit. Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we need to come up with our own car company. They cost, like, $15,000, $20,000, and it's just fucking crank windows. It's a truck.
Yep.
When trucks were trucks.
Well, we could do a normal truck, and I say normal as like just a bare bones truck. But then we can actually do the cool shit to it. Put 35s with, I'm going to say Nittos because it's coming to mind.
Yeah.
Nitto, I don't even care about, I've never had Nitto mud grapplers. I don't give a shit about Nitto. So, not sponsored, don't care. But big old mud tires on it, 4-inch lift. That could be our stock truck.
Yeah.
I think you would sell the shit out of them.
I think so too.
Imagine a 16-year-old us coming in there looking for their first truck. You know how many dads we're going to make happy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, y'all have all of this. It's all set up the way he wants it. He's going to be happy. And it's only $25,000 for driving off the lot?
Yeah. We need some more basic trucks back because, like, that's a side of the market that has been gone for a minute. And it's crazy because, like, you get to looking at vehicles now, and in these ones that we're buying at the moment, like, you can't hand that down to your kid because it's still going to be more expensive than what the vehicles were that were new 15 years ago.
Yeah. I've had my truck since 2019, and I had one of my buddies call me the other day that sold me the truck.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, I'll give you $34,000 for it. I was like, bro, I owe less than that. Like, I could literally trade my truck in now, pay it off, and have $10,000 to put down.
Yeah.
I mean, I do double up on payments and shit like that, but still.
Yeah. It's still worth
2019, $34,000 for
it.
it? That's insane.
Dude, vehicles back whenever we started driving, if they were 5 years old, that was normally a $5,000 to $10,000 vehicle, and that was it.
Yep. And I was watching Seaboys TV the other day.
Oh, yeah.
And one of their giveaways right now is a Raptor R. And Amanda was like, you would love the 900 horsepower. It's 972 horsepower. They put twin turbos in it.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say, that's not really factory.
No, they dropped
those
the twin
bitches
turbo
are fast as hell too, though.
972 horsepower. She's like, you would like the horsepower and being able to do the donuts and all that stuff. She was like, but what would you do with it? And I'm sitting here thinking, I was like, in all honesty, I'd probably call one of my buddies that works at a Ford dealership and be like, hey, I have a Raptor R here. It has 5,000 miles on it. I'm going to bring it up there, and I'm going to trade it in stock, just nothing across, free and clear. I want to trade it in for 2 old Raptors.
Yeah.
I was like, and I'd give Landon one. I was like, I have no interest in that because I really don't.
Yeah.
The Raptor R is cool and shit, but after looking at all the stuff in it, I was like, I don't want it. I'd be scared to drive it.
Yeah.
And the way I like to drive whenever I get carried away is I don't want to do that. So I was like, I would trade it in. I would try to find a Landon like a 2014-ish?
14 is the...
I'm cool with the V6. You like your V8.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would try to find Landon an older 2012, 2014. I was like, I'd probably get me like a 2017, 2018. I was like, I bet I could trade that Raptor R for 2 of those pretty much free and clear.
Oh, yeah. Easy. Dude, I saw one the other day, $14,000 for a 2013 Raptor.
Why don't we own it?
Trying to save money, put money back. But...
I mean,
at some point, it's going to happen.
Dropped Outdoors needs one. And $14,000, I mean, we're looking at about $1.50 a piece every month.
Yep. No, it was...
I'm being serious, brother. If you want it, you allow me to have the keys when I want it, I'm down to split it with you.
We will eventually.
I mean, I never give a shit about credit, but going to get this car, I figured out I have like a 780. Time for me to blow some credit, brother. That's way too high.
Hell yeah.
Somebody like me needs like a 500.
Yeah. Oh shit. No, we definitely will at some point. Just kind of getting our shit straight. How was that?
No, we're good.
Oh man.
Damn, I'm redder than you now, brother.
Yeah. You did get there, didn't you?
Hell yeah.
Oh shit. So what are we doing next? We going well, I guess we're going to have to shoot some hogs.
Well, I'm going to go. It'll probably have to be Saturday again because I have some freaking, not to say work isn't always important.
Yeah.
But I can still wake up at 4 o'clock, go hunting for a few hours, and then make it to work and be perfectly fine. Yeah, all day long. But this next week being my first week to it, I want to make sure I'm 100% fresh, ready to go. So it'll probably have to be Saturday, but I want to do another morning hunt. Try to get a turkey since our first hunt was kind of dead.
Yeah.
But I do want to set up a hog hunt, whether it be bows, blow dart gun, or a spear. I do want to. I want to get a hog or two.
I think that's first. I think the big black one. I don't really care how I take it. Yes.
I bet you don't.
God Almighty. Woo. Yep. Nope. I may shoot that one with a gun, just so I know he's down and down quick, because that's the one I want to get Euro mounted.
Yeah.
So other than that, though, those things, dude, I don't care what they can all take a blow dart for all I care.
Well, in all honesty, I would rather me not get any hogs this year at all if we can get Amanda out here to get one.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that to be, oh, she's so sweet, but she gets excited. Like, she loves that shit, you know?
Yeah.
And she didn't grow up with guns in the house. She didn't grow up with, like, her. Maybe TMI. Babe, I apologize if you yell at me. But she grew up in a split household.
Yeah.
So, like, she pretty much grew up in her mom's house. And her mom and her stepdad didn't really give a shit about guns, never owned any guns. So she didn't grow up hunting and all that stuff. Then you have her dad's side of the family. And that dude, still to this day, he's an old geezer. I'll call him that to his face, but he terrifies the shit out of me. That's that one dude. What's that old song? I can't remember who it is, that I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good as once. He puts the light to that song. He might not be able to move the next morning, but tonight, by God, he would rip your arms off and beat you with them. That man is terrifying. He's grown up with guns, all kinds of stuff. Off-roading, he is a maniac. That dude is a wrench. You put a wrench in his hand, he can fix anything. Like, he's one of those guys. Like, oh, hell, that right there, that's a little bit of cancer. Cut it off with a pocket knife and eat it. You know what I mean? Like, he's just built like that. And it's funny watching mom's family, dad's family being vast differences.
Completely opposite.
But, you know, growing up with mom, she didn't grow up with all that. So as she got older and we started hanging out with dad's side more because she lived with me.
Yeah.
So it was like, who was doing something, who invited us over, and dad was always, hey, come over here, have a few beers, hang out.
Yeah.
So we would show up, you know. And her mom's side, not saying anything bad, but she don't really drink. They don't really party. So it's like they would invite us over every once in a while, but it wasn't like dad's side where they're like, oh, no, if y'all want to do that, we can play some poker and drink some beer or whatever. So I don't know where I was going with that now. Two different sides.
Well, damn.
Oh, the hunting side. She didn't really ever grow up with hunting and stuff, but being over there more now, like, she has grown up with that side of the family so much that she loves that, the outdoor side of things. So not being able to do it younger, it's all her first time.
Yeah.
So I apologize for the rant. Kind of got lost track, but it's she never did it when she was younger. So everything's her first time now. When I took her dove hunting, it was her first time.
Really?
She loves that shit like she grew up with it, but it was her first time. Anything we've done spotlighting wise, it's all been her first time. So a hog is going to be her first time. So that's why she's so excited. And that's why I want it for her.
So do we want to put her in the blind and kind of keep her away from them a little bit? Or do you want to set her up where we cleared out and put her right in the middle of them?
I think we put her in the middle because Amanda's still feral. Like, it's her first time, but she ain't scared. Like, I said something about spearing a hog, being above it in a tree. She was like, okay. Like, she's down. She's a feral broad. Which one reason why I love her. You have to be a little feral to put up with me.
That ain't no shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So I think we throw her in the mix. Just tell her the dangers of it.
Oh, yeah.
And let her, you know, this is what's going to happen. You know, if anything bad happens, this is worst case scenario.
Yeah.
She's going to say, okay, cool. But let's let her experience the entire thing.
Okay.
Let's let her get it.
Yeah. I'd say we get it all netted in and put our 3 chairs back there and just go from there.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah, let's.
If there's a piglet, I might dart a piglet and let her kill a big one.
Yeah.
Just so we can cook the piglet.
That would be fun. Let me talk to Ashley and make sure there's nothing. But let's say tentatively, let me shoot the black one Friday night.
We want to record?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. I mean, unless y'all have something going on.
Saturday's baseball, so other than that, we're good, I think.
So I'll probably do that Friday night. We can go hunt turkey Friday or Saturday morning. And then Amanda can come over here and shoot that bitch
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Deal.
I think they'll still be hammered because we don't even have any corn anymore right now, and they're there every night
Bro,
tearing it up.
I was looking at it on Moultrie. Shout out Moultrie, sponsor us,
Please.
dude. There was like 5 piglets out there, and I showed Amanda. I was like, Amanda's probably pissed right now. We were just talking about on the last episode, like we got to clear these bitches out. Like this is killing me. They're fucking shit up. And now he had babies.
Yeah.
I saw one of those pictures, and there was like you could see 3, and I'm pretty sure there's 2 or 3 in the back.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, Landon's probably livid right now.
Speaking of which, I might actually get to pull this
No,
up.
how many is that?
Hang on, media player.
Are you gonna try to pull it?
Chrome. Yeah. Open with.
So just so y'all know, Landon's been talking about for about a month now of needing to clear some hogs out because we always have hogs here, but it's just been getting a little bit worse as time goes on. So imagine a month of needing to clear it out and us not doing anything because of turkey season coming up. Didn't want to run off anything.
Yep.
So now it's getting even worse that we have piglets. And when you get pictures of hogs, it's not 2 or 3 hogs. You're looking at like 7, 8 hogs. And now in this picture, if he can pull it up, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like 8 to 12 piglets.
Nope. It's not going to let me. Let me try one more thing. Let's open with Explorer.
Bro, you're kind of going to get screwed on this, man.
Yeah, no, it's definitely that's not the right thing.
Like, we're going to have to really kill some hogs, like 5 or 6 of them to get it back to where it was.
Well, it's not going to let me pull it up, but it is definitely, there's.
Well, I'll try to put it into context for you, unless you want.
No,
go ahead and do it. No, I mean, go ahead.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 big hogs and 15 piglets that weigh less than 10 pounds a piece, maybe 5 pounds.
And the big hogs are probably, say, 150?
Yeah, 150. The ones in this picture are.
Yeah, well, I would say your big black one is.
I think he's probably 225.
He looks like a 55-gallon drum.
Yeah,
that's a big one.
Yep. No, so there's plenty of them to get rid of again, even more, and it's not like we've not had a. Yeah, they're just getting out of control.
I wonder. This is just thinking out loud, so tell me to shut up. You don't want to do it if you want to. I'm sure they're kind of getting used to my off the ball fucking talking. I wonder if we could have like a community cookout. I know we've kind of talked about it before. I can't remember if we did it on a podcast or not. But you know how
Yeah, I don't remember.
My buddy Chris always does like the crawfish boil, and he invites everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody in Peaster, you're welcome. Like, one, they're great people. They're just super sweet. They like everybody. Everybody loves them. So he just literally, hey, I'm just throwing a number out there, 300 pounds of crawfish.
Yeah.
Come out between 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and eat. It's on us.
Yeah.
You want to donate some, here's the Venmo. If you don't, cool, come out and eat. I wonder if we could do like a community cookout and like
that would be
a bunch of
cool.
hogs and maybe not have all of Peaster because, well, let's be honest, I don't like a lot of people. And there's quite a few people that don't like me. But just anybody that wants to come out and experience like a ground cook hog.
Yeah.
And do like a DOD type community cookout.
Hell yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I bet we could talk to Jerry that owns the gas station.
Yeah.
I bet he would be in on it and probably help us out, at least publicizing it and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, we'd have to get enough of them put together, but hell, we gut them and do all that stuff. And
But I say we do it all. We probably kill, I'd assume the first one would be small. So I'd probably kill 3 or 4 piglets, cook them all up.
Yep.
I think it would be good to go.
Yeah. I mean, they'd have to be bigger than those, but.
Oh, those things will grow.
They're going to grow quick.
I'm about to say, I guarantee by the time we hunt, they're going to look a little bigger than what they did right there.
Yep.
You give it 2 weeks, 3 weeks. By the time we get all this planned and organized, those are going to be 30, 40-pound piglets.
Oh, yeah.
And those are going to be perfect cooking.
Yep. No, I can agree with that. Man, I'm already getting the itch for deer hunting, dude. I'm ready for some antlers to grow. It's tearing me up.
I'm going to ask a serious question. Yeah. Do you ever technically lose the itch for whitetail, though?
couple months.
Right after deer season?
Right after deer season, and can't do anything about it. They've still got their antlers. I'm not seeing anything new. Even if I did, it wouldn't matter. So it kind of falls off right there, but then it like pretty quickly you get into shed season. They're starting to grow again. You're like, oh shit, here we go.
What do I have this year that I didn't have last year?
Uh-huh. Like who got misplaced and is now over here at this property and all that shit. So, and this year, the new property that we've got the cameras on, I'm really excited about that. Those pictures, or the video earlier was from there, and I think there's some quality.
Well, I might be wrong because I was looking at it on my phone, and you can't exactly zoom in and see everything perfectly like you can on the computer.
Yeah.
But there was one where there was probably 12 deer in the photo, and I for sure counted 5 bucks, and I think there was 2 more. So if for sure with 5 is pretty incredible because we never thought that field would do anything. It was kind of a, let's throw it up, see what happens.
Yep.
And that was more of your land management skills. Hey, we're going to throw it up. This is going to go from 0 to hero, or, you know, I'm going to learn something.
Yeah.
It's kind of what our game plan on it was, because, again, I'm going to give Landon a shout out. The dude can fucking manage some property. If you want your land to have deer on it, get a hold of us. Let Landon come look at it. We can make it happen. But from 0 to maybe having your normal 1 or 2 deer walking through the pasture to that photo.
Yeah.
If there's 5 bucks out there, that's going to be nice. But 7 bucks, all of them are brand new, never been seen before. And now we have seen them all in probably 20 days.
Yeah.
In the last.
Just picture constantly.
So there's 5 to 7 bucks out there.
Yeah. So now we're basically going to be able to look through, I would say, 15 to 20 different bucks this year. And I mean, they could all be small, but the likelihood of them all being small is not very high. There's going to be some good deer in there.
Well, and you know me, I hunt deer. I like to hunt because for my depression, it kind of being out in the woods.
Yeah.
We've talked about this. We haven't ever put it on the air, but I like just being out there. So a lot of times when it comes to deer, I'm like, hey, let me get my 2 does, help me process them. And if we come across a monster, it's yours. I will take even if it's your day to film, I'm going to take the camera. You're going to kill the deer. Because I don't really care about the mounts other than giving it to you and stuff. So if we have any monsters out there, you're going to be able to get a nasty one.
Dude, I want Braxton to shoot the big one. I think that is going to be so fucking cool.
I don't, because we're going to be ankle deep in shit. That boy's going to be so fucking happy and excited. He is going to shit all over us.
I know. It's going to be so fucking cool. Like I've already got it planned in my head and hadn't even said anything to you. And I was like, this is going to be like, as we started seeing them, I was like, holy shit. Like, not only do I have my place to hunt, but now we can hunt your place. And it adds to the herd basically.
And like you said, we have 20, 25 deer to pick from now.
Yeah. I think we're going to put him on a big one, like early on. And I was always, you know, the way I was raised, it was, shoot a small one because you still want to be able to do more and more. And I think that's cool. But I think getting someone hooked on the big deer and that kind of stuff is just so much better.
And let's be honest, with Braxton versus even us, for example, like you... And for everybody, my son calls Landon Uncle Landon. Like, in his head, I promise you, if you asked him, he has no idea we're really not related. Like, because Landon's been around since me and him have kindergarten graduation pictures together. So since day one of Braxton being there, Landon has been here. So he's always been Uncle Landon, and that's how it is. And with how conservationist you are, like, hey, we need to kill 3 does this year.
Yeah.
I need to kill 2 bucks, whatever it is. I need to get rid of these bucks because they're not producing the way I want them to produce.
Yeah.
With him growing up with that from you and me being, no, like, you need to be patient. Like, we do this for meat. We don't do this for sport. We don't do this for this. And your conservationist, he's going to grow up with the knowledge of why you actually hunt.
Yeah.
So getting him hooked early and then being out there with us and learning all this stuff, can you imagine what he's going to be at 35?
Dude, I can't wait. Because, like, Yeah, like my dad hunted, but it wasn't, I don't know, it's not to the extent that I hunt.
Yeah.
Like he enjoys it. He goes out and he'll sit and he just enjoys being out there and he does shoot bucks and stuff like that. But it got to the point where he had a really nice buck on the wall that he took and was like, okay, I'll probably never shoot another buck. I was like, why? Like that's the whole fun of hunting.
Yeah.
To me.
So
It's like,
he's more like me.
yeah.
Okay.
In that aspect, yes.
Okay.
And so I'm like, if I can, because I don't have a son and my daughter has no interest in shooting deer. For a while, she was like, I'm going to shoot a buck and I'm going to shoot a buck. And then this year she was like, I'm not. I was like, oh, well, thanks for letting me know. Appreciate that. And so now, like, don't have that with her. So I'm like, who now? Like, I've got my nephews. They sometimes get
Show
into
some
that
interest.
stuff, but then not really. But I know the way you are in Braxton and stuff like that, like, that's going to be pretty big in his life. Dude, he's going to know so much.
And the
It's going to be awesome.
And I have to say with Braxton, it's not even me. I don't want to take credit for him. And it might be some of his mama, because like I said, she wants to do everything.
Yeah.
And his mom is a kind of a sponge. Like she wants to know why we do it. Why are you doing it there? Why are you taking this? That's just a spike. Why are you shooting that spike? That deer looks young, but it has big antlers. Why are you killing it?
Yeah.
You know, she wants to know like it's incest. You know, it has a little bit of the tism. You know, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever's going on.
So she absorbs everything, and Braxton has a lot of his mama on that. He wants to absorb everything and know exactly why you're doing it, when you're doing it. But he has that outdoor instinct of the kid will go out with a BB gun right now and spend 5 hours outside just shooting.
Yep.
He loves it.
Oh, yeah.
He's more of a, I guarantee he's more of a hunter than I am.
Yeah. That's the way I grew up, man. I literally just had a BB gun and that's all I did. I would run around for hours on end and shoot guns, shoot cans, whatever it may be. And so it is definitely going to be cool.
So now he has Uncle Landon take him in under his wing.
He gets to play with plenty of stuff if he starts shooting a bunch.
Brother, that is one thing. We'll come over there and you'll show him a gun and he's like just enthralled by it. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
Dude, hey, you get him into guns, he'll never have enough money to buy drugs.
Amanda, I want you to take note because you watch every episode. You remember Braxton gets a spending habit on guns. It's Uncle Landon's fault, but he's not on drugs.
That is true.
Is that why you stayed out of trouble all these years?
It
We've done
is.
some fucked up shit, but
I've never had enough money to get into anything.
I say you've never done drugs. You've never even smoked a cigarette.
Mm-mm.
That's just because you couldn't afford a pack of
Couldn't
cigarettes.
afford it. Yeah, I'd have been broke. Can't have two bad habits.
That's fair. That's
So this
my
is
problem.
mine.
I like archery. Once you get a bow, you're done. You don't have to. That's why I smoke.
Oh man, yeah, no, that's I don't even know where my thoughts were headed. They were headed somewhere.
You're excited about Braxton taking a big one.
Yeah,
Here's where we started with that. You don't even care if you get one of the big ones. You want Braxton.
No, I want Braxton too. Oh, okay. So where that property is located, I've seen pictures, and within several miles of there, there's 160-inch deer running around.
Oh, where mine is?
Yes.
I can believe that because you look at the property line where we have the camera up. You go to the left of, like you're looking at the back fence line, you look to the left. You have 3 houses, probably 5 to 10 miles of brush.
Yeah.
Back one, it's a ranch. Like legit nothing but a ranch for probably 400 acres.
Yeah.
To
No,
the right, you have more for probably another 10 miles. So I can see.
There's some really big deer over there. I mean, the deer that I saw that's within a few miles of that property is bigger than anything I've ever seen out here by a good bit. And I will say, I did have a neighbor send me some pictures from this property, and there's a 170-inch deer. Nobody ever claimed they shot it or anything like that. So I don't know if it died or if it's still running around.
Probably
and
got
made
hit
it.
by a car.
But then somebody would have had to have the horns, and I would assume somebody's like, dude, look at this. Because he was a freak. Like, that deer was taller and wider than anything I've ever seen out here. And comparable to the one that I saw near the other property.
Yeah.
So there's big deer out here, and they're only getting bigger. So it's definitely a good thing.
But saying the fact that you're really good at keeping deer, and I mean, yeah, granted, I take care of that property mainly, but it's off of under your guidance.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna keep those deer there.
I'm excited to see what grows. That's the biggest deal to me. Honestly, that's the reason I put a feeder out at my mom's house, is so I knew what was there.
See what's
I didn't
going
really
on.
expect to take anything out of there the first year. Just I was like, oh, maybe I'll see a couple 8 points, whatever. I've shot a pretty good one off of there. But then some of the other deer that came after are a lot bigger. But I still haven't seen anything in months. So mainly because that's a hayfield.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, it's hard to get to, but some deer just decide that's where they're going.
That's where they want to be.
Yep.
Yep.
No, it's pretty cool.
I have been for the last couple weeks because Amanda asked me. Well, actually, it was today Amanda asked me. I don't know why I started doing it, but I've been doing it for the last couple of weeks, just really hard and heavy today. I watched probably 15 YouTube videos. But she said, so Landon said I can have a deer or have a boar. I said, yeah. I said, you can get a pig. She goes, is there any with tusk? I said, I don't know. Like, I doubt it, but I don't know. If you want one, I'm sure we can figure it out.
Yeah.
I said, the only one you can't take is his big black one because he wants it.
Yep.
But she's like, what are we going to do with it? I was like, well, if you take a big one, not much we can do with it. Get rid of it. But I told her that I would Euro mount it for her. So I've been really brushing up on my Euro mount skills.
Oh, shit.
Like
really?
hardcore. And we had a old Longhorn head out there. So I've been fucking with that a little bit. So I have it down pat from, I watched a Seek 1 video that kind of went over it. I watched a Bone Collector video that kind of went over it. I have researched, I've Googled stuff and read pages of it. So I have it kind of dialed down to where I want to do it. I have all the shit ordered to protect the heated bone while being able to scrape the meat off.
Oh, okay.
So I think maybe we do a video.
I think that would be cool as hell. I did not know you were getting into that.
Yeah, I can do it. I can figure it out.
I've not got into that. I've always thought about it because that's all I do.
Well, I told Amanda, I was like, I need a crawfish boiler. Yeah. I said, get not like a big fancy one. I was like, get me a big.
Let's find one on like Facebook Marketplace.
Yep. I just
need find a used one that's.
I need a burner and I need the big tub, the big pot. 10 tub. Yep.
Yep.
That's it. Everything other than that I can do. I want to do about a 4-hour slow simmer originally with clear Dawn dish soap because that degreases the bone, everything like that. That'll stop it from turning yellow.
Okay.
So do that for a 4-hour simmer, pull that out. I'm going to, scrape all your meat off everything, get a coat hanger, get a little hook in it, put it in a drill, put that through where the spinal cord goes to the brain, scramble that shit up like scrambled eggs, spray it out with a water hose, and then we're going to add 2 of the pints of peroxide into the water. Throw it back in there to boil for another hour or 2. That's what's going to bleach it out white perfectly. You already degreased it with the Dawn. Add the peroxide to bleach it out white. Saran wrap, masking tape over the horns. Get brown stain.
Yeah.
That way, if you do have any of your lower little tines and stuff that come out white, you get that brown stain and you can touch it up with a Q-tip. You'll never know the fucking difference.
That's pretty cool. And luckily, we won't have to worry about that on the hogs.
Yeah, and the hogs won't matter, but any of the deer or anything like that.
Hell yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go balls deep into it, and I'm going to figure it out.
Of course you did.
Yeah. I mean.
That's pretty cool. No, I'm excited about that because I was like, man, who am I going to use to Euro mount this thing this time of year?
Yeah.
Obviously, most of these guys are like shutting down shop, and they mainly just operate through hunting season around here. I actually talked to Josh the other day about it.
Plumley?
Yeah. Yep. Dry Creek. Is it Dry Creek Taxidermy or
something like that?
I'll have to. I'll
plug
that again. Yeah, I'll give him a shout out. But yeah, no, I talked to him about it probably 2 weeks ago.
We might want to talk to him, and I haven't ran across this with you yet, but I want to.
Yeah.
I want to do not really a giveaway, but more of a charity event. Because you know how Dan, he has the community kitchen, the little
Yeah.
fridge. Any struggling families can't feed their kids, can't feed themselves. They can go up there and get stuff. I want to do like a dough day.
That would be cool.
Somebody kill a doe, donate it. We're going to take it up there. Maybe we can get somebody to sponsor the processing of the deer and
Yeah.
everything. If not, I'll pay for it.
Yeah, I was
I'll
going to say
figure it out.
I'd pay for one. That wouldn't be a big deal.
But see if, maybe even if we get 2, if we get 20, whatever. But get in with somebody that actually does it. Obviously, you get a little better deal on the processing because of what it's doing.
Yeah,
But fill up some of these community kitchens out here around our own neighborhood.
that would be cool as hell.
And I think if we could do that yearly,
Yeah,
just start it out and start doing it yearly, you would start growing. And hell, in 5 years, you might have 30 or 40 does being donated.
yeah,
And you have to move out of your own neighborhood.
Yeah,
Now we're
and we
filling up stuff
expand.
everywhere else.
yeah. No, that'd be freaking cool.
And I just think, I enjoy doing that stuff. I don't really publicize it and I don't really want my face on it.
Yeah,
And I don't know why I'm like that. I don't.
it's the way we grew up, dude.
Yeah, I must say I can donate $1 million to the youth association up here, and I wouldn't want my name on it.
No,
I don't care, but I do want to do it. And if we can do it under Dropped Outdoors, I'm cool with it.
Yep, I think that'd be awesome. I think we can at least manage a few of them this year.
But
Worst
I think,
case scenario.
yeah, if we could do that, reach out to some of these big outfitters. Like maybe even reach out to like Realtree, Bass Dash, anybody like that. I'm guaranteed they'd be like, you know what? At least maybe send some free gear and stuff for like handouts and stuff, giveaways. And we could make an actual event out of it. Have somebody come in, cook like some venison chili.
That'd be pretty
Feed
cool.
everybody that shows up that donates, like have an actual thing. There's so many Texas country artists out here.
Oh, man.
I guarantee they could come out and play like any kind of charity event like that. And then we're getting to fill up these feed banks and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be cool.
I think that's a really good idea. Like, we'll definitely have to dig in some more into that before the season starts because I've got enough dough around here to fill enough myself.
And I don't, luckily for us, do we want to make a living out of this and be?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, but I have no interest in becoming rich off of this. So, something like that, 100% of profits go straight to charity.
Yeah, you're able to give everything back
Yep.
and it's nothing. Yeah.
Anything that anybody donuts. Ooh, donuts.
Hey, shut the hell up. I'm trying to be skinny.
Oh yeah, you can't do that. But anything that anybody donates, we could legit use that to pay for processing, stuff like that. Pay somebody to come out and cook, maybe pay the band to come out and sing. The thing itself, any extra,
Yep.
we donate it to a charity.
Yeah.
Like whether it be, I will not donate to Red Cross or anything like that.
No.
Because I don't care about a organization that has a multi-million-dollar CEO.
Yeah. There's plenty of good ones out there.
Yeah.
I would have to sit down and look, but
Well, even like the Pythian home here in Weatherford, you could donate the proceeds to the Pythian home.
mhm.
Like I think that would be cool to do once a year.
Oh yeah. No, I like that idea. And we're getting to hunt more.
Yeah.
That's never a bad thing.
We're hunting, we're killing does, and around here, I really do think that needs to be some thinning out. I feel like there's not enough. I don't feel like there's enough hunters anymore.
So with all the property turning into housing developments and stuff, there's not. There's been an incline of does. I mean, deer in general. Obviously, it's going to cover the whole thing, but the amount of does we have right now, I've got a herd of 13 of them. At any moment, I can go walk up to the front of the property, and they're sitting in the pasture.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting there staring at me like, what the hell is your problem? So not only does that become overpopulation, they're going to start eating themselves out and starving themselves to death. They also turn into a road hazard.
Yeah.
People start hitting those things, and that it doesn't happen often that it causes a fatality, but it can happen.
It can. Yeah.
So kill some of those off, make room for others to grow. I think it would be a good thing.
And especially the two main properties that we really focus on and we want to focus on hunting wise, we can start, maybe not this year if we decide to do it this year,
Yeah.
but next year, the year after that, we can really start thinking about the conservation and land management of those properties and we can start picking out the does we want to take off.
Yeah.
So if we want to take them off for our own benefit, and our fridges are going to be full anyway.
Oh yeah, mine stays that way.
Why not donate?
Yep.
And that's kind of where my thought was on it. I just think it would be cool. I mean, yes, it would be cool to be able to throw something together and have, like, reach out to people for giveaways and stuff like that, and only have the people that donated be able to come out.
Yeah.
And it'll be like kind of your hunting lodge.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people around here. I mean, I hate to say it's suburban hunting, but really is a lot of suburban hunters out here nowadays.
Yep.
And they don't get that whole hunt and lease experience that we kind of grew up with.
Yeah.
So you come out there, you get the camaraderie, you get all the hunters out here getting together, hanging out, telling stories. Yeah, I caught a fish this long. You know what I mean? And the good stuff about hunting and fishing and stuff like that. But it all goes to a good cause. And I don't know anything around here that does that.
No, I haven't seen anything like that. And I'd be down for sure.
I'd say we need to look into it.
It's a great idea.
Tyler, I guarantee, would be in on it.
Oh, yeah.
And we talk about Tyler because Tyler will be in a bunch of YouTube videos going forward whenever we start really popping those out, because
overall he's more of a hunter than I am.
Yeah.
I like my deer. He does everything.
Yeah.
Turkey, duck,
waterfowl,
deer.
I say
it's all of it.
He's a big waterfowl guy, but
yeah.
I mean, the guy travels he goes to Canada, he goes all places to hunt. But he's part of the DOD crew. And sometimes he's not proud of that, but he is.
Well, you get lumped in with us, and there's no telling how
he's
you're
like,
feel about
Dusty's in this? I don't know about all this. I have a reputation to uphold. But nope, I think something like that would be really cool. And I don't know. I've been thinking about it. I was going to run it by you, but I mean,
hey, what better way to run it by me than right here on the spot? So I can't say no.
Pure reaction. That's right. I know how to do things.
No, I'm down. I think it's a great idea.
Listen, I don't think it would be too hard. I think there's enough people out here. And the good thing about our town is there's enough of a fight of wanting to keep our town, how it was 30 years ago, versus the expansion that's really happening that we can't get away from.
Yep.
So there's enough old timers here that's going to be like, you know what? That's a great thing. Everybody here has big hearts.
Oh, yeah.
And I have to say, even the people that's moved in, I mean, you're going to have some shitheads. I mean, there were shitheads that lived here before. So you're going to have some shitheads that move in. But even the people I've met that's moved in here, like, they're very community focused.
Yep.
So you're doing something for the community where you're going to be able to donate and give back. A lot of people are like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to support that.
No, that I agree. I think it would be I don't know what the word I'm using or trying to use, but it would be a good thing.
Yeah.
It would be a good thing.
I don't know if I'm going to give a shout out, and I don't know the guy, but he has the Heart HVAC.
Oh, yeah.
That dude is, like I said, never met the guy. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think I am. That dude looks and seems like he has one of the biggest hearts in the world.
Yep.
Every time I see that guy, it's over either business, promoting his business, or somebody else calling him out for, oh, my grandma didn't have money to pay for it. He wasn't going to let her go without AC. He went and did it for free, whatever. Buying out stuff to keep it local.
Yep.
Like keep
it running.
That I guarantee we reach out to him.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I want you to be involved. He's going to go into it full force because that guy has been.
And like you said, I don't know him either, but being from around here, I would assume he's probably somewhat of a hunter.
Yeah, you would think. And then even if he's not, just seeing the stuff that guy's done for the community, I guarantee he takes the dough to donate it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's just that type of person. Like, I don't know him at all, but he seems like that type of person.
I agree with that.
Like, oh, this is going to a good cause. Okay, I'm in. Like, but there's people like that in this community still that really care. So I think we could get some traction and grow it and really do some good in the community, but not just the community, but surrounding communities.
Yeah.
Even.
Yeah. If we can expand it for sure, that would be excellent.
I mean, it would be cool to do one here, maybe do one in South Texas, like where you do like a doe day, you get together and have a big event in 4 or 5 different communities and be able to support multiple communities. I think it would be fun to do.
Hell yeah. Yep. I'm in on that.
Well, I don't think we're going to beat that. And we're at 1:20. minute
All right.
20, an hour 20,
Yep.
maybe a minute 20 with how fast I've been talking.
Dude, you talked a lot.
I told you, dude, I was on one when I got
You
here.
were. You were on one, and then you had some whiskey. It was great. I didn't even have to do anything.
That's how you like it.
Exactly. I just got to lay here.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Ashley,
man.
I apologize if that's all it is. I just got to lay here. So,
Oh.
you down to cut it off there?
Yeah, we'll
Pick
cut
up
it
next
off
week?
right there.
Again, thank you for all the support, all the likes, comments, subscribes, follows. Write it in the chat.
Yeah.
He hates when I say chat.
Just
But-
listening in general.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody that's really been reaching out, supporting, whether it's giving us the attaboys or telling us shit we did that we could fix and do better. We really appreciate it.
110%.
I'll catch y'all next week.
Later.